Let's go to Pretoria now. One of the police investigators in the murder of former Bafana Bafana captain Senzo Meyiwa will today continue to give evidence in the trial within a trial in the High Court in Pretoria. Sergeant Batho Mogola led the arrest of accused number one, Muzi Sibiya. Yesterday, the court heard that Sibiya made some admissions the first time he was questioned about the murder in 2014. Today, the court is expected to hear arguments on the admissibility of the confession statements made by accused number one as well as accused number two. SABC senior news reporter Chriselda Lewis now joining us live from outside the court. Chriselda, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. Speak to us about the testimony there from Sergeant Mogola and how it is linked to this particular case, especially when it comes to the issue around what the defense called the unlawful arrest of the two accused.
Well, Aldrin, indeed, the defense for accused 1 and 2 in this Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, most importantly out of court yesterday, claiming that his clients, Muzi Sibiya as well as Bongani Ntanzi, were unlawfully arrested. Advocate Thulani Mngomezulu had basically argued that Sibiya and Ntanzi were arrested on other cases and investigated for Meyiwa's murder only after that they were arrested on these different charges that did not include the 26th of October 2014 murder, but they were questioned about the Bafana Bafana captain's killing. So this was denied by Sergeant Batho Mogola, who is the current witness on the stand, who arrested Sibiya and was also involved in investigating Ntanzi. Advocate Mngomezulu put it to Mogola basically that accused number one, Muzi Sibiya, you would recall, he says was unlawfully arrested on the 30th of May 2020 because the application for his arrest was unlawfully obtained, and that the issued J50, which is the warrant of arrest, was irregularly obtained. Mogola basically told the court that she had acquired that warrant for his arrest because police could not find Sibiya at the address that he'd basically provided to them. Relating to accused number 2, Aldrin Bongani Ntanzi, who was arrested on the 16th of June 2020, Mngomezulu basically saying that Ntanzi was arrested under the wrong CAS number and a basic wrong information had been obtained, and that basically constitutes an unlawful arrest. All of this was denied by the current witness on the stand, Sergeant Mogola, who was also one of the critical members in the arrest of accused number 1 and also part of the investigations into accused number 2. We're expecting that cross-examination to continue this morning by Advocate Thulani Mngomezulu, who was not done with his cross-examination yet on behalf of his clients.
Yeah, and Mogola also testifying that Sibiya was on the verge of confessing. Tell us about that particular element and how it also links to this matter.
Well, Aldrin, you must recall where we are at the moment, just to remind our viewers, is the trial within a trial. So what we've heard so far from the state witnesses, in particular police officers who have taken the stand, there's been one trajectory, or there's been one a sentiment that has been shared by all of them. They are of the belief that accused number 1 and 2 had voluntarily and without any duress confessed and had basically deposed of statements to police about what allegedly happened on the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. So in this instance, as well, Sergeant Mogola basically saying that, accused number 1, there was a willingness on his part to do what he allegedly did. And that's precisely why we are at this particular point. This trial within a trial, Aldrin, is basically to establish or to determine whether accused number 1 and 2, accused number 2, you would recall, Bongani Ntanzi, had allegedly deposed of 2 alleged confessions, and accused number 1 confession and an alleged pointings out. And what this trial within a trial is trying to establish is whether these so-called confessions or alleged pointings out were obtained in a lawful manner. were these accused not assaulted, as they claim, multiple times they say, into allegedly making these submissions or admissions in terms of allegedly what happened on the fateful day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. So a critical aspect where we're also hearing from Mogola now that there'd been some kind of willingness and no hesitation on the part of accused number one to do what he did. So a critical aspect in that this would then determine whether these alleged confessions and this pointings out would be admissible in the main trial itself.
Thank you so much for your time, Chriselda Lewis, the SABC News reporter on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. As you heard that Sergeant Mogola's cross-examination